All right. I think it is 5:10 in Dubai. And today we will discuss about universal law. Number 20 is called Law of Serendipity. And today is 26th of February, 2022. Law of serendipity, actual how it is described, I have already given in the posted into the group while announcing the program. So where I have already written there, serendipity is the event by which one unexpectedly stumbles upon something amazing and wonderful while looking for something else, and which is completely unrelated. Means it was looking for something, but you stumble upon something which is amazing and wonderful. You are not expecting it, you are not planning it. It is beyond your imagination. This event, it is a universal event. I will explain that a little later. And let me give you a few examples that how it is felt like. Even though it is not, I'm not saying those are happening at the classic example of serendipity, but it will give you some idea how it works. You heard about the stories that some farmer is just plowing his land and hit something and dig it up and find some kind of pot full of gold coins. Yeah, that the reason for plowing is not to get the gold coin. It was unexpected. He was going to sow some seeds to plant to grow, etc. But he hit something which is completely different thing altogether. So also you heard some stories about somebody bought some fish. When the fish is cut and there is some kind of pearl or something inside the stomach of the fish. So when people cut the fish to eat, they're not expecting that something will come up which is unexpected. You stumble upon that. You didn't do that exercise for that. You went maybe some old bookstore to search for some novel. You landed upon some book which has been old way of, say, they are giving some technique that how to maybe some purify water. Morning we are discussing about purification of water. You are not looking for that, but it is some method or some kind of healing technique is mentioned there. Some pressing some point or some something here and here, you get some kind of disease cured. Maybe you are looking, we are not gone there to look for that book, but it just stumble upon that. You get something, some book just came, like you feel like taking it, looking at it, and you find something amazing there. Yeah, you are not expecting it, not planning it, neither you know about it.
Guruji, pranam.
So, suppose you go to some place to have some kind of some gathering of some party, and some question you are looking for answer, you are looking for a long time. You met somebody which is spiritually evolved. They give you some insight into that, what you are looking for years, okay, but couldn't understand it. Maybe some basic question, why people suffer in life, something of that nature. Why good people suffer, bad people enjoy life. Some question of that nature. You get it. Somebody is giving you. You are not expecting there to have this kind of discussion. It came up, got it. These type of things are, these are exactly how serendipity works in our lives. It is something unexpected, unplanned. Suddenly it happens, and then you realize how beautiful it is, how wonderful it is, how amazing it is. And then you get that thing right away. These kind of events, in normal, our logical understanding of life is a random event. Something happened by accident. Something we came across the book, or that person, or somebody might have put it here. Who did doesn't matter, but you get it. It is your experience that matters, no matter how it came there. Or arguing is the magic or not magic or thing like that doesn't matter. Okay, but your experience is that unique. So then you consider these things as some few lucky people may get it, but it is not for the normal people or something of that nature. Now the serendipity is, it appears in the physical level as something magic, something wonderful, something accidental, like suddenly it happened, some event. But in the universe, there is nothing called accident. There is nothing. It may appear like an accident, but it is not an accident. Like it is, you can say it is like seeing an accident in the movie, So the hero has put some punch on the villain's face, and villain has gone 2 meters away. Those are, actually it didn't punch, but it is just like that. It is planned how much it will be, then how it will show, and things like that. So in the grand scheme of things, in the divine plan, everything is recorded. There's nothing can be accident. There is nothing called coincidence. Okay. Then how this happens? Because you have been ready for that. When you are ready, something will be given to you. If it cannot come through any normal channel, then divine finds its way. It says that divine conspires to give it to you. It is a divine conspiracy how you can reach to that what you deserve. It can come just suddenly like that, but you are ready for it. Okay, you have been prepared for it. So if nothing happens, divine has thousands of ways to reach to that, and this is one of the way. So it is basically depends upon our deserving capacity, our soul consciousness. Our higher self knows everything, because that's why our higher self is called co-creator of our life. Why co? Because it works together with the original creator. If the original creator is the director, and our soul consciousness is co-director or assistant director to create that kind of reality. So without that, nothing is possible. Only it manifested that way. That's why we find it is like a magical, because our logical brain cannot explain it. That is the reason we get it something like a suddenly wonderful. That is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is something has been given to you by the divine. If it is given earlier, you would not have valued it. You could have lost it. So it is given to you like a big surprise and the gift at the right moment. Then at that particular point of time, you are ready in all respects, so that you can get the maximum benefit of that. So that is the purpose of this divine plan. So in that sense, in serendipity is the magical from lower point of view, from physical reality point of view. But serendipity follows as per the divine plan, which is coming, which is the universe is giving you the present. It is a gift, it's a divine gift coming in this way. And to receive the gift, I was talking about this deserving capacity. What are the things that deserving capacity? Deserving capacity, you need to have you need to have a higher vibration so that you can receive it. Earlier, I gave a lot of example like a cooking and other things. If whatever we are receiving, some vegetable curry, every ingredients are there, oil is there, everything is there. But if this is not heated up enough, you will not be able to cook that. So that is so you need to make it ready. And in the morning, I was giving another example just to understand how it is. Like if suppose something is coming, somebody is offering you something from her. Okay, so you need to raise your plate. Suppose there's a food, you need to raise your plate to receive the food. It is coming from higher level. If your plate is below the table or something, how the food will be served to you? So one is to raise your plate. Raise your plate means in the spiritual terms, you have to raise your vibrations, cellular vibrancy, PEVF. Okay, that is the one of the deserving capacity. You need to have that. And second, the important part, you need to be in the good spiritual character. Your character should be clean. Okay. Means in the plate thing, the plate need to be clean. If his plate is already full and full of junk or something, the food cannot come there. It will drop off, or if there is something here, it will be too much junk, food will not stay there. So you need to have the clean plate to receive the maximum amount of whatever being offered, food is being offered. For cleaning, first part of the cleaning is there are different levels of cleaning. Okay. First is, of course, the physical level. We all know we need to make ourselves like we take bath and all this. That's everybody knows. That's not a big deal. So that is physical cleaning. Then you need to have mental cleaning. If your mind is chattering, then that like a contamination. That plate is not clean. So you have to clean that. Like we put some water and something to clean that thing. So you need to remove whatever is remaining, old food or something is there. You need to stain something, you need to remove. So keep the plate clean. Our mind need to be cleaned. Thoughts are our internal noise. I'm not saying always thoughts are noise. I'm saying in the spiritual practices, thoughts are internal noise. They contaminate our mind. We need to clean it. So that is a mental cleansing, means no thought. More you go towards that, our plate will be that much clean. Then emotional cleansing. Thoughts trigger our emotion. We get angry and depressed, and that should be under control. You are not under influence of that kind of emotions and all these things. Then you will lose it. You are not ready. You are not emotionally clean. How to get the emotional cleanliness? By detachment. Only thing you to learn through spiritual practices. There is no some special technique there. It is all about just practice till we reach there, till we get that point of detachment where emotions, they no longer control us. Somebody said some bad word, nothing happened. There is no reaction, no anger, nothing. I shared about Gautam Buddha's story that somebody came and abusing Gautam Buddha 15 minutes and gone. And his disciples are saying, why you could have said, stop, don't, at least you get out from here. It's my monastery or my ashram or whatever it is. Then he was telling the same thing that I shared many times. And it says, suppose he is bringing me a gift and I have not taken it. So to whom the gifts belong now? He said, who brought it, it belongs to him. He said, so as the abusers. I didn't take it. He came, he has given, but I didn't receive it. It is fully under my control. So if you don't, emotional maturity, your emotional power is where nobody else can control you. Emotionally. Yeah. We all know, particularly the married people, they know they have a trigger point, and your spouse knows it very well. There is something called trigger point. Some issue, some subject, something. If that subject bronze, and then you lose your temper. Anyway, so jokes apart, what I'm saying is, don't allow somebody else to control your emotion. The key must be with you, no matter what the other person says or doing or whatever. Yeah, how sensitive it is, doesn't matter. The other person saying something does not make it true. As simple as that. It's his or her view. Fine, good luck. And how to get the detachment, this also I explained many times. I'm just repeating it again. Suppose you are visiting in a mental asylum, and some of the patient there, inmate, came suddenly on the balcony and start shouting at you. What will be your feeling? Will you feel angry, revengeful? I will make you straight? You will not do that, because you know he's a mental patient. You will feel compassion. God bless him with earliest, treatment. Let him get the treatment, get it well soon. So now you expand these things to the day-to-day life. Consider this external world or the society is a big asylum, okay? Mental asylum. Because nobody is same mentally. They're unique. There's no good and bad. So you go to that level, you enjoy the show. Somebody is doing something. You understand why they're doing it, why they're saying it, what is the intention, what is the outcome, and everything is known. And you enjoy the show. Only thing, don't allow that person to control your own emotion. That's it. You got liberated. Your emotional body gets cleaned. Then it goes to the little higher. Then it goes from the emotion, the third body, fourth body is a knowledge body. A lot of this knowledge is some higher knowledge, okay? We need to feed that with the truth, universal truth, which is coming from the top, coming from the divine. Then all our questions are answered. All our questions, whatever I was talking, why this good people will suffer and bad people enjoy life, and there are many. So what wrong I have done, why I'm suffering, and all this questions, you will get the answer there. Fourth body. All questions answered. That fourth body gets clean. One point of time, that particular process is called Gyan Yoga. The knowledge, it's not a bookish knowledge, which is feeding to the brain. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the first-hand direct experience of the universal knowledge. We got answer internally, direct, first-hand. It is not about listening to somebody's lecture. No, nothing wrong in listening. What I'm saying is, but your answer. There are some issues like so personal, but nobody else knows. I already given some past life of myself and my father. So I hope you remember that. So that is something very, very personal in nature. Something happened. My father expired in blood cancer, and I got a job offer. I need to, travel within 2 weeks. Otherwise, I will lose that, the job. There's no way. They have already said that the job is in Qatar. I was that time 6 months. I was staying in Kolkata with my father for the arrange the treatment and all these things. So finally, so many times, and then they send me a thing that if you don't join, we'll give it to the next candidate. We cannot wait anymore. Okay, 2 weeks unless you'll join. And that the day I got this email, the same day evening, my father expired. And we have a ritual within 11 days and all this. So we have to do the ritual and ceremony, Shraddh ceremony, etc. Now, what happened was I need to go to another country to join a new job. Okay, I have my passport and visa and all this kind of stuff, and our ritual is we have to have the shaven head. All head need to be shaven. We are two brothers. I'm the eldest one, so it is my responsibility to do the ritual. I could not do it because I cannot shave my head. Just because I told them I'm coming within 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. And I'm definitely coming and joining. And because now father is expired, no point in again delaying and something looking for another job. So that's what I did. So I have given the responsibility to my younger brother to do all the ritual. So my mother was there and the brother did actual thing. I was sitting there. I cut my hair very small, but not totally shaved as per the ritual. I didn't. So I joined the new job there, but I was feeling guilty. I'm just explaining how this personal thing comes. For many people, it doesn't matter. How does it matter? Many people even don't, go for this kind of ritual at all. Go and say something, you do something, and that's all. But it was my personal thing that I am the eldest son. I could not do it. At the time when it's come that I have to shave my head, whatever, the ritual, whether you agree, disagree, that's a different issue. So, but I could not do it. Okay, that happened 2001 when my father expired. Now, what was happening here, when I was in 2008, 2009, I'm going into, if you see, read my, I've already initiated into Kriya, going into that and deep meditation. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, daily. And that is the time many things get revealed to me. My past life started coming to appearing. As I mentioned, by now I've more than 70 to 75 lifetimes. There are 700 plus, but I have gone many. So anyway, so when I start seeing that, suddenly I go into a one life from previous lifetime with me and my father, present life father. Okay. In that life, somewhere in the South India, most likely it is in somewhere in Tamil Nadu. And there, and I see that life, I am in a Gurukul teacher. In a Gurukul, I am the teacher, and there that ritual was that student used to come and stay there. Gurukul used to be, funded by the king. The head, the principal, he stays with his family, and all these people, student used to come, other teachers used to be in the, they stay in the same, university sort of thing. Student used to come and then they used to get study. After they finish, they go back home. Yeah. So that is a brahmacharya ashram by the students. And if you see that earlier, I used to, in childhood, we used to say some Chanda Mama. I don't know whether it is still there or not. Some magazine, some children magazine comes. They are South Indian stories. And one of if you see there some old stories of South Indian stories, this is that the students, the shaven head with one big choti. That's how they look like. So I'm just now come back to my past life incident. So what was happening was that I'm now talking about the cleansing of fourth body to get all the answers, because this pain or the guilty feeling I had, it was there, some block somewhere. I didn't do it intentionally. People say, what is your fault? You have to join and you have to, all there. But this is completely your personal matter. I felt guilty that at the time, when the time came as an elder son, I could not do the ritual. It's once in a lifetime. Yeah, my father expired. Anyway, so now in that life, what I saw, I'm the what is called Gurukul head, the teacher, and my father, present life father, was a student. Okay. In that Gurukul, he came. So in that life, he was having some long hair, like Kartik. It's a Ganesh Kartik, the Kartik. So he came and he was telling that I don't want to shave my head and do choti. Okay, I will not do that because I love my hair. To allow me to join your Gurukul with this. All the teachers were against that. It's against the decorum. It is against. It will set a bad precedence among the students. We should not allow this. And being a head, somehow I feel compassionate to that student. Chokra hai, young, try to, theek hai, thoda fashion conscious hai, it's okay. I allowed him to join that Gurukul without shaving the head and keeping the hair. Yeah? In that process, in that life, my father bound karma. Okay. Because he didn't follow that rule. In this life, after many lifetime happens in between both of us, but in this lifetime, he become my father, I become the son, and situation is so in fatherly position. Teacher, Gurukul teacher is a fatherly position. Student is like a children, level. So in this life, so I become a son. Okay, situation has so happened that I could not shave my head because of his reason, because it doesn't matter, he left his body, doesn't matter. Okay. But the energy balance, that karmic account need to be closed. And that karmic account, I didn't do it, it settled his karmic account. Okay. Nothing to do with me. I just allowed that time. That's it. But he bound karma, so this karma has been settled now. Okay. When you realize the truth internally, it may not make sense to anybody else. How does it matter? Okay. It may not matter to anyone, but for me, I was carrying that pain for years. 2001, my father expired. I'm talking about 2009 or 2010 maybe, when this is revealed, when I started seeing that past. Anyway, so when the understanding came that truth heals whatever pain, that higher level pain or something you have, psychological, etc. So that settles it. That brought that peace in me. I am no longer feeling guilty about that. I understood that is a settling of that karma, and that's what it played. It's okay. It's a divine plan, and that's it. So when this truth, why I have given this example, because this kind of truth will heal and clean your higher body, knowledge body, fourth body. It is your own knowledge. You cannot read this story anywhere in the book, or somebody else cannot tell you this story, because it is nothing to do with them. It is between me and my father. Okay. Now, then all these bodies and their higher level bodies is a spiritual. To get the spiritual thing, only thing what you need to do, there are karmic accounts and all those things are stored, Karan, the fifth body. So best way to deal with that is, if you do the spiritual practice by meditative fire, our karma gets roasted. I explained earlier also. If you do regular meditation, this karma, beej, get roasted. And also it is, if when you go to the more higher level, you surrender your free will. When you surrender your free will, all your hell gets completely cleaned and aligned with the divine. So now let me come back to the original topic of cleaning. Okay, the cleaning, when your thing is, one is to raise your vibration, another is all bodies should be clean to make that serendipity to happen. Only thing, because of this contamination, because of uncleanliness, because if I raise my plate, already something is there, they will not be able to put any new food on my plate. So this is how we have to maintain that. And I was talking about all this cleanliness is called the spiritual character. Clean character. Clean character means How we know that person is clean in character, or anyone, or say yourself, forget about somebody else. How do I know? You don't know. You know you. Yeah? So you analyze yourself. This character has nothing to do with normally the way we use the word character. Okay. Now, normally way we use it, it is we use it like somebody is bad character or loose character. This kind of terminology we use here. We are judging, means normally we are judging people of the character based on morality. Okay, somebody is good moral is a good character. The bad moral, say a cheat, thug, or maybe womanizer, all this we said bad character. So the morality comes here, okay, in this. The character, what I'm talking, the spiritual character has nothing to do with morality. Nothing. Why? Because morality is not a spiritual aspect. People confuse. Many people have seen, they confuse. He said the spiritual people is a high moral. Spiritual people are not high in morality, high in the truth, connected with the universal truth. If some moral thing is connected to the truth, yes, but otherwise not. Why not? Okay. Morality is man-made. It is not spiritual. Moral, immoral thing is vary from society to society, country to country, time period to time period, generation to generation. One point of time, one society, maybe something is immoral. But another society, that is acceptable. There's nothing called immoral. Okay. One generation time, it was taken that the woman cannot go for work. If it goes for work, heavy criticism. Yeah. This morality is society driven. That has gone. Okay. The time has gone. It's no longer treated as a woman going for a work to join a job. It's no longer treated as a moral thing. Earlier it was. Forget about the logic. I'm not going into debate. I'm just saying that I'm just wanted to explain it to you. Morality varies because it is depending upon the society, the time, the generation, and many other things of these factors. And all these are man-made. Spirituality is not changed. It is the truth. Before a human created, spirituality was there. So it cannot be developed over the period of time. So whatever in the people has derived, that cannot be a measure of the spiritual thing. Okay, I'm just explaining that. So what is the character? Spirituality. Very simple. Spiritual character is, you will be talking the high in character in spirituality. There are three things under you which is given as a contract with the Creator as your free will. Three things are your thoughts at this moment, your words at this moment, and your action at this moment. Three things are fully under your control. If these are your expressions of your free will, nobody comes in between, not even your soul. You are free to do anything. You are free to think anything. You are free to say anything right now. Okay. You have the full choice, full authority. So somebody may think, I'm not saying anything right now. Okay. You are not saying anything right now. The choice is yours. You could have said something. You are thinking, no, it's not appropriate. RPA is talking, it doesn't look nice. That I should just stop it and say something. Yeah. It is your choice, but nobody is stopping you. You can say anything, It's your free will. These three things: thoughts, words, and deeds or actions. Right now. Forget about memory or past or future. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking right now. These three things under your full control. Now, the person of character, spiritual character, who has congruence is all these three things, which is under the free will. Congruence is that person, whatever he or she thinks, same thing he or she speaks, and same thing he or she does. Congruence, all same. It is a very simple thing. This is called character. Spiritual quality, character is thoughts, words, and action. And in general, also the character, no harm to anyone or anything. The bottom line is you should not, whatever you do, say, or whatever, you should not harm anyone or anything. Forget about cheating somebody. Just no harm to anyone or anything. It can be nature, it can be animal, it can be another human being, doesn't matter. Okay? This is called character. Spiritual character. So to receive the serendipity, you should be high in character. Spiritual character. Congruence in thoughts, words, and action. It is very simple, but it is very rare to get it. People think something, say something else, being smarter, and act something else. Okay. Claim that it's a smart, दुनिया में रहने के लिए सब करना पड़ता है. It's okay. तो दुनियादारी करो. You ultimately get win by applying all those. Have you got a mastery on your life? If answer is yes, I must be shut down my mouth. If you get it, fine. That is the way. If not, that means what I say, I'm just sharing my own experience. Earlier, I have looked into my own patterns. I consider myself very intelligent. And I was very successful professionally. I was elected chairman of my own professional body and all. I was very successful. But what I'm saying is, sometimes these things con ourselves. We brainwash ourselves. We start believing in false things about ourselves and we start promoting that. So again, the truth dies there. Okay. Because we think we are so smart, not only others, even we con ourselves. And this is the time when we layer by layer, this needs to go. Sometimes it comes into our blind spot. We don't know that we don't know. It is ego driven. When we open the layer by layer, then we see the truth as it is. And that contaminates us. The deservability goes down. We think ourselves a king, but deservability is going down. You will not get the serendipity or whatever it is. The divine gifts will not come to you. You are not ready. Okay. So now to come back to that original thing. So serendipity happens. We cannot claim it. It happens. It's a divine gift. Our higher self knows, but it will not pass it on because we will ruin it. How you will ruin it? Because our monkey mind, ego will play there, and then whatever you receive, you lose it. Earlier when I was working in the ONGC, that in India, I was staying in New Mumbai, Panvel. There's a big ONGC colony, and one of our office buses used to play between Mumbai and that our township. One of our colleague, and so he used to, first thing after getting down in the office, in the Mumbai city, inside the city, there are many offices of ONGC. After getting the first thing he used to do, go to the share, what is the street, Dalal Street. Yeah, he used to go and do all the share market thing in the whole day, come back, have lunch, come back, and then a little bit of work in the office, take a bus and come back to this. Every day he used to do it. So we used to, not in my office, another office, but then I was asking him that, why do you all this? Okay. He says, no, I have an aim. My aim is to be to earn 1 crore rupees. That 1 crore rupees that time was a huge amount. Yeah, I'm talking about is early 90s, 91, 92, that time. And I said, what do you do with this 1 crore? That time our salary was about, 11,000 and take home salary 7,000, something like that. I said, what do you do with 1 crore rupees? He said, he has a small, he is a kid. So the kid, his name is Sonu. So he says, no, this is my life purpose is to earn that and I will give it to Sonu. Okay. When he grows up, it will be that 1 crore will be for him. That's what I'm giving day and night, share market and all this, investing this and that. And all the time in looking into the papers, and that time there was no internet, looking into the papers and see which is there and which share to do and all this kind of stuff we used to do. And now what happened was then in that, then one day I told, look, you are doing it for your son, right? Sonu, that's fine. It's a good thing. As a father, it's a good thing. But you are spending your life. Maybe you are here, maybe 20, it will take you 15 years or whatever to get that kind of amount of money. And so you spend all your money like a mad going to this Dalal Street or BSC or whatever it is, and like that, and then maybe you will get it. Yeah. So maybe you will get 1 crore in your bank. See, if Sonu is capable, is intelligent, he will earn that. Okay. He doesn't need this money. He will earn. And वो अगर नालायक निकला ना, 1 crore रुपया फूकने के लिए 3 महीने में नहीं लगेगा. Make some bad investments in a dough and go for the pleasure trip or whatnot, and he will spoil and get this crore will go like hell. Yeah. So whatever your 30 years of saving or say 15 years of saving will go in 15 months. So what you do is you give, sanskar, you just give him, make him a good human being. Let him run his own life. You don't need to do, like a beggar to do all this, like a run behind a pillar and post to get something for him, So that kind of, what I'm saying is, these are the type of approach we have, and we run behind these kind of things and then stumble upon some realities of life. And then we get the lesson, but by the time it is too late. Okay. Anyway, so now as per our today's topic, we have to just raise our vibration. There is nothing called accidents or incidents, coincidences in life. All divine plan. Only we have to raise the deservability. 2 ways, raising our vibration and keep our body clean and maintain a life of a good spiritual character. Congruence in thoughts, words, and action. That's all we need to do. Very simple. Get rid of complexity. Come back to basic, simple. That's what. You will find this serendipity happening one after another. Magic is happening. Every nook and corner. And whatever we need to say, maybe normally if you want to get it in so many after several years, you will get it quickly. Whatever is there for you. It will not wait because you are ready. It will come to you immediately. Okay? And only you have to live in the attitude of gratitude. Karta bhav, the ego comes and play into that. Again, they claim and say that because of I am great. And that is where we miss the point. If we surrender, ye bhi tera hai, wo bhi tera hai. If you go into that mode, it is har jagah tu hi tu hai. This is the complete surrender mode. Nothing is mine. Neither nobody can contaminate you. Nobody can touch you. You are got liberated from all these things. And even whatever people that try to do all those kind of things, you know that I'm fully under control. Creator can give whatever I need. Only I need to trust and go. No path is straight and straightforward. Up, down will come, we'll see. Whatever it comes, we'll drive accordingly. No need to bother too much. No, that I'm in the steering, connected with the divine. The divine is driving me. I'm just sitting in the car and driving it. That's all. So if wherever it takes me, like a GPS, guidance, I will go there. Simple. Okay. Only need not to whole GPS plan, need not to put it into my brain. I will just follow the guidance. So that is the way to lead that kind of spiritual life. So, and with this, so I conclude this. It's a learning session. So if there is any question, so you're welcome to ask.
Guruji, one small thing. Now, like we say that divine is driving us. You suppose I'm working in an office and I want promotion in the office. That will involve lot of amount of work to be done. Now, what stage you decide that okay, I'll do only this much and leave it rest to the divine? How do you decide? Where is the judgment to decide that my effort is over, now it is divine plan?
Who is wanting the promotion?
Ego.
Ask yourself, who is asking the promotion? Yeah?
Ego is asking.
Okay. So in this, very simple answer is you do your best. Huh? Your duty, your job, your performance. Yeah. And rest, you leave it to the divine. It will come to you. Okay. What we do is we don't trust the divine. So what we do, we try our brain again, plays some role here and try to do something. Maybe you decided, चलो बॉस को थोड़ा सा मस्का मार लेते हैं, दिवाली में बहुत बड़ा गिफ्ट. It's not necessary. It may be counterproductive. Okay. So we spoil the chance. Maybe otherwise you could have got the promotion. But because of all these things, boss is in a doubt. Why he is bringing all these things? He's trying to bribe me. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You do your best and leave it to the divine. That's where we miss all the time. If I don't do it, I will not get promotion. Oh my God. No, I need to do this. I'm a fool. अगर उसको जो है थोड़ा सा और मस्का मार लेता शायद मिल. These kind of things, it plays in our brain, and that's why we miss it. Okay. उसको छोड़ दे, कोई आ गया, कोई आया, दूसरा किसी को दे दिया, देने दे उसको, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Okay, just you do your best and rest you live. It will come to you.
But sometimes, it happens in office or wherever your professional life, people who want to be looked after, they are sitting on top and they are promoting only such kind of people, and the person who are sincerely working, they feel to be left out.
Yeah.
So in the end, you realize that it is not these promotions which matter in life. It is this happiness content which matters.
Correct.
But somehow peace of mind is matter. So it comes little late, but that particular juncture you feel bad. Because the kind of people they are sitting on top, they pull up similar kind of people. This is what probably I noticed.
No, you noticed correctly. But let us look at it in a different way. If I joined a job, all the time I have a choice. No? If I don't like it, I can quit also. I can resign.
Correct.
But हम resign भी नहीं करना चाहते हैं, पसंद भी नहीं है, उसी से हमें चाहिए. ये जो है ना, इसमें हम फंस जाते हैं. Okay. We go into our own circles. And that's why people take advantage of it. If they know that this guy can just say, okay, thank you very much, and walk out, it will actually not happen. Okay. बट डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली हम इतने सारे हिंट्स दे देते हैं ना कि आप कुछ भी बोलोगे, कुछ भी करोगे, मुझे तो ये चाहिए. When the other person understands, you need something or looking for something, आपको ख्वाहिश है, that person will play with you ना. उसको दिखा के ना, कैरेट दिखा के
हाँ जी.
जो भी चाहिए आपसे ले लेगा. दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ थिंग. बट अगर जो भी है बिंदास है ना, ओके, it will not matter anymore. Nirupam is not here. I think he was in the morning. He was sharing. I think whoever attended in the morning, they know. He was sharing. You know, yeah.
That retirement story.
Yeah. No, he was telling so many problems and all these things and so many things. And I will take voluntary retirement. I told him, don't. What you do, you assume that you've taken voluntary retirement and going office for free. Okay. You're no longer involved. Then he started following that. See, when somebody is telling something, some spiritual thing, they don't say ऐसी बात करने के लिए, impress करने के लिए नहीं बोलते हैं. There is something there. He literally followed it. He went there with the mindset that I am now retired. And you heard his sharing in the morning? His life changed. Whole thing changed. Okay, he is not feeling that pain anymore. He is get deprived and the promotion nahi mila, ye mila. Automatic, jo kuch ho raha hai, automatically ho raha hai. And he is enjoying retirement life in the office. Okay, anyway, so the situations are different. Or also, let me also tell you that we have also our unique path chosen by our soul. Sometimes it is your soul's plan. You cannot avoid that. Nothing, there is no fixed formula to run a life.
Just another example, Guruji. Suppose I have got a grown-up son or a daughter, and we are looking for a groom or bride for that
match.
person. Now, one approach is, which I generally see half of the people following, Ram ji karenge, sir, or it will happen as per divine plan. A person like me will say, नहीं पहले न्यूज़पेपर में डालो या जीवनसाथी.com में डालो या कहीं डालो. After that we will see. So at times one gets confused कि राम जी कैसे करेंगे if you don't act on it. So this culture probably has taken this statement has been taken wrongly by many of us कि राम जी करेंगे. Somebody you will meet in the bus or in the train or somewhere in the office and they will say okay get married to him. That happens in few cases but not in all. So this kind of a statement कि सब कुछ अपने आप हो जाएगा, at times can it has to be understood probably in the right context.
ठीक. See, लोगों को जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है उसके पास रहने दे. ओके, नो इश्यूज. ओके, राम जी है, जो जिस जी भी हैं, डजंट मैटर. 5G 4G राम जी सब डजंट मैटर. ओके, वट एवर इट इज. इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एस्पेक्ट, you do your bit. जो आपका ड्यूटी है ना, आप करें. रेस्ट यू अगेन लीव इट टू द डिवाइन टू टेक ओवर. I was giving earlier that one day I was giving some Chanakya sloka, Uddamena hi siddhanti karyani na manorathai nahi suptasya singasya pravishvanti mukhe mriga. Okay, so effort need to be taken. Otherwise, even lion will die within hunger. So effort need to be taken. In the physical world, effort need to be taken. Only thing, people get confused with the result. They got attached with the result and ruin the rest of the things. You do your bit. अगर advertisement देना है, कुछ proposal भेजना है, वो करे करके, you just wait till things to happen. Or from the spiritual point of view, this particularly the birth, death, and marriage. These three things came from the soul's plan. These are karmic. Okay. बाकी जो होता है वो ड्रामा. मैंने बहुत ढूंढा, नहीं मिला, ये मिला नहीं. वो जिसके साथ होना है, जब होना है, it will होगा. Okay. So, but only thing, this is the truth. But now how it plays out and how do I know? You don't know. It's okay. Leave it there. Go with the flow and be the experience and get into that experience. It will happen on its own divine time. Yeah.
Thank you, Guruji, taking so much of
All
time.
right. Okay. God bless you.
Uh, yes, sir.
Yes, Shweta.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I would like to share that, sir, finding you is the biggest serendipity that happened in my life, because there was no chance of finding such an enlightened being in my life. And all of a sudden, this task of hosting that webinar in which you came, gave that is a scientific spirituality lecture in our college. So that happened, and I newly joined that college, but somehow that came to me. So this is and I went to read more about you and found my goodness, I was like downstruck. What a serendipity that happened. So after that I stopped condemning myself. Before that I used to condemn a lot, but yes, there is something, such a great divine plan can play in our life also. Sir, I would like to ask another thing, and that
Mhm.
is, sir, whatever life we are playing out, this is the sole contract that is best interest in our. It is not important that everyone will have to be Elon Musk, right,
Yeah.
sir?
Correct.
But that is that is what goes on in society, that he is the best, like. But this
Mhm.
is everyone is playing their own best,
Yes.
right, sir? So,
Yes. Mhm.
sir, I would like to hear something on this regard, sir.
Okay. You see, at the soul level, we have a full choice. Okay. Like uh, sometimes whatever we think best, it may not work for us. We have in the childhood there was we used to hear a story that there is a king. He is very much greedy, and he want to gather gold and everything. He has been given boon. Whatever he touches, it become gold, huh? Okay. Then okay, so he made full a palace full of this gold and everything. Yeah? The trees and a lot of woods become gold, and all the brick become gold, and all this full. Then he came. He feel I'm hungry now. He want to eat, and he touched the thing and become gold. So whatever rice or pulao or whatever it is, it becomes gold. So the drinking water become gold. Everything become gold. Then the realization came that getting whatever everything is gold is not in your best interest. Yeah. Okay. So getting the Elon Musk or whoever it is, they have also their own set of lives. Even this kind of Jeff Bezos and all their wives, or Bill Gates, their wife also, they divorce them. Huh? So yeah, so that is the reality. So what I'm saying is they may not be living their best lives. Huh? They are so-called successful, but not everywhere. Three areas of our life we get our lessons. Huh? So one is the money matters, our health, and one is relationship. And whoever lives, if you see, except the masters, they have gone beyond. Hmm. कोई ना कोई एक एरिया में मार के रख देता है. you know say very huge money, but health is not allowing to enjoy life. Yeah? He cannot eat. Okay. A man has so much money, he can buy maybe 10 sweet shops, but he has a diabetes, he cannot eat even a single sweet. Yeah? These kind of things. And maybe you're very high into all those things. You have everything, your relationship failed. Hmm. Like, the Bombay dyeing owner, Vijay Bhatt Singhania. So I still remember he have make one round of solo flight. He completed one round around the globe. His name of his flight was La de Indian Sport. Okay, I still remember that one. Anyway, he was a owner of Bombay Dyeing. He's a very rich man and everything, but he was so blind into the relationship matter, and he written everything to his son. whole company, all the property. The son, first thing they did, they removed father and mother from their house, all the businesses and all. They are now staying somewhere else, leading a very, very, mediocre life. Because of that, their relationship failed. Such a success of this successful businessman, such a competent, such a wonderful the person he is. Okay. Anyway, what I'm saying is these are learning lessons comes in a different way. What we seen from the outside, that may not be the truth. Even it is said that if two persons come together and what they are going through, you said, I'm having suffering a lot, nobody else is coming near to me, I'm the worst sufferer. If truly you bring the somebody else, they open their heart or put all their issues on the table, then he will take in your thing back. Well, no, I'm good, whatever I'm facing is okay. It's still better than that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. No matter Elon Musk or Tata, Birla or Mukesh Ambani, doesn't matter. Okay. But now let me come back to your question that at soul level we can choose any life, even the Tata Birlas or whatever it is. But it will not. The lessons we need to learn, it will not happen there. That's why he didn't choose. He didn't choose because we have to go somewhere where our soul-wise we need to progress experientially. If some life cannot give us that experience, we'll not choose that life. We can choose. It is all possible. Whatever life we are now, we have chosen it, and exactly this way. Okay. Now we have to run it. Then we have to run it. Is the fastest we learn the lesson. Lesson means experientially understand. It will go. Test will go from us. So that is the way forward. Okay. Not thinking that the other side of the river is greener. Okay. That will be always there. Okay. But spiritual
Thank you so much, sir.
Spiritual maturity lies in that you appreciate whatever we have. Yeah? So it is not necessarily. Even Lata Mangeshkar, she has been asked, it has came in the, I think, news, she had been asked whether you like to, the comeback as a Lata Mangeshkar. She said no. Yeah, such a fame, this event to live another life of Lata Mangeshkar, she said no. So even that kind of name, fame, money, whatever you call it, yeah, still, that will not meet that kind of thing. The void it's called self-actualization. The void comes from within. It cannot be met by the external world. So that's where the infinite, in search of infinity, in search of that kind of excellence, that level, it can only happen in the spiritual domain. Otherwise, everything here is limited. Certain point of time, you have to say, I cannot go further. You come to a dead end. Anyway, all right. So that's about the understanding part of it. So only thing is, whatever path we are walking, we are walking unique path. It cannot be copied from somebody else also. The best thing is we have to, whatever is needed to learn experientially, we have that experience and it will automatically disappear from our life. That is the best approach strategy in this case to leading a life. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
All right. God bless
And sir,
you.
my daughter is constantly asking for that sun water. I kept one bottle. She's asking only that bottle she will drink.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, but you can cool it down. Don't just, it become very warm. And don't give warm water. You just cool it down. Maybe you could put it in a fridge and then give in a glass or cup, whatever it is. It's okay. All right. Any other question? No question? Okay. All right.